Well, yeah, I gotta make sure. Oh wait, I don't even have my notes up. Oh, I'll pull this up in a second. Let's do the thing. You've been disgusted with me this entire time. Fair, I guess. Okay, I love whenever I open Notepad++ and it just spins forever and makes me close the program and reopen it again. Makes total sense, and then it works the second time, every time. You just stopped. Doing a Paper Mario speedrun with splits that doesn't start with Ocarina of Time. What a world to be living in. And to think I did this for over 2 years. Yo, what's up, Diana? Thank you for the good luck. How you doing? Just a dream. Hard to say, to be honest. I know, believe it or not, Sonic, some people do. Some people don't go the absolute fastest that's physically possible. Not bad. Because it's hot today. Fair, fair. Yeah, also hanging out and playing Pape. Not because it's hot out, but it is also hot out. Yo, is there... It is 82 Fahrenheit for me right now. Which is like, that's not crazy hot. And actually, it feels a little bit better than yesterday. But, yeah. What's up, Kamencini? Thank you for the good luck. Oh, really? How hot is it for you, Sonix? Yo, Neverall, thank you for the tier 1 sub for 17 months. Welcome back to the rookery. Oh, I forgot to fix that. Oh well. It is better than 82 Celsius, but I'm pretty sure I would be literally dead if it was 82 Celsius. It's usually colder indoors. Okay, so a little bit warmer than what it is for me. So you're still like mid-80s. Yeah, okay. Jeez, Jack. Oh my god. Please don't die. People who are somewhere where it's actually really hot, please don't die. That would be bad. We do have AC. That is true. No one has AC in Seattle? Really? Why? Like, I know it doesn't... Like, if you live somewhere that regularly gets up, you know, into at least the 70s, I'd think AC would be worth it. Especially if it gets into the 80s. I don't know, does Seattle not usually get into the 80s? They'd like to believe it would get hot enough. I mean, I guess AC is expensive, but, like, still. Even restaurants? My god. I guess it's just everybody trying to cut corners where they can on costs. But an AC in the US, pretty much everywhere I would think in the US, has gotta be a necessity, right? I've never lived anywhere that didn't have AC. Even if it's just like a unit you put in the window, like something. Wait, that's not true. I lived in the dorms my freshman and sophomore year that I lived in. Actually, did they have AC? If they did, it didn't work well. But it was, like, not relevant for the vast majority of the year. Like, most of the time you would be in there, you know, it was, not summer, so. Until you came there, yeah, I guess. What's a watermelon? Dying to the first boss. Feels bad, man. What's up, Kaz? Some kind of Assassin's Creed. No, actually, I was referring to all cards are Kaz, believe it or not. Look how you apologized for that one. Oh, please stay safe. Because, like, once you're starting getting into the temperatures above 100, it's actually dangerous. If you're not, like, being careful. I don't know exactly when and for how long, but I know that it's like, oh, you might want to actually be careful. Drink water and all that good stuff. Exactly, Rikaz. Oh yeah, especially if you're in the US South. I mean, I guess I am less surprised about somewhere in the northern US versus somewhere in the southern US, but still. Yeah, that's what AC is, air conditioning. I don't know if that was a joke or not. If it was, I didn't get it. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. And then back to 90. Okay. Yeah, 90 sucks, but it's not, like, dangerous, I guess. Don't ban. I thought about it. I thought about giving you a 1-second timeout, Rakaz. That was legit the first thought that came to my head. No, just you, Sanic. Just you. Good way to go. Dang, is that where he lives? Man. Such a negative mark on such an otherwise positive resume. Oh my god. It includes both heating and cooling. Oh wait, you were? I mean, I guess I can understand it, but I mean, like, they use very different mechanisms to make it happen, so. I guess I can understand it as, like, I don't want to be insulting because I don't know when you thought this, but, like, I can understand it as, like, kid logic or something. Weed man with glasses and hates RPGs. Oh my god. Just a general term. Ah, okay. I guess I get it. Like, air conditioning, you're conditioning the air to be a certain temperature. Yeah, I guess I can understand that one. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more air conditioning, meaning specifically making the air cooler and not hotter, actually doesn't make that much sense. Alright, let's see if I can do better than at Junior Scoop than I did in practice. Well, good start. Okay, second try's not bad. Especially it was like a quick second try, so. Oh, I didn't think that was gonna break actually. So you gave up? Really? Wait, who was getting it wrong? I didn't realize that was a common mistake that people would make. Unless I misread that. Are you saying that it's supposed to be cooling or heating? Because, like, for better or worse, it definitely is just meant to mean cooling, at least in general usage. I mean, can you use an AC unit, like, in some way to heat? I don't know very much. I don't actually know how AC units work underneath. Something about Freon or something, right? You can ask as many questions as you want, Rakaz. No, I don't play on a CRT anymore. I used to, though. but I have since started playing on a monitor, like a low latency monitor. Yo, the Glod. We're gonna be hearing that a lot. But no, my CRT, my big old 27-inch CRT that I used to play on is sitting in my garage. Oh, yo, what's up, Pichu? Exclamation point, the one that's in the title that I can't think of the right letters in the right order right now. Oh, the actual term is just misused? Oh, interesting, okay. What's up, Papa? BHS and Peachwarp. We do BHS, but not in... There aren't any specific tricks that are, like, banned. It's just what they allow you to skip that's considered. So, like, BHS is allowed, but only after you've already beaten Chapter 4. I know, crazy, right, Rakaz? Oh, wait, did I say hi, Pichu? How you doing? I think I did. No, believe it or not, Rakaz, I actually had to buy this one specifically. Did you now, though? What doesn't work? I mean, wait, if there's actually a command that's not working. I do, yeah, Diana. What's, okay. I remembered to eat the Goom Nut this time. You have a problem. What's that? Oh, what's up, Be Cool? Sorry, I saw that message and didn't respond right away. They have a heat pump? Interesting. But yeah, and then, but no, Peachwarp would not be allowed, just because, like, by definition, Peachwarp... Well, I guess it's not by definition, but no, we did decide that Peachwarp would not be allowed. I forget... Oh, yeah, because Peachwarp... Oh, that's the reason why we require touching all the cards and watching all the Peach cutscenes, because otherwise you could do Peachwarp. And that defeats the idea of the category that we wanted. That's the Okay, I was trying to remember, like, a week ago why we required the cards and all the Peach cutscenes, and that's what it was. Yeah, we basically had an idea for a category that we wanted and designed a set of consistent rules that would make that category. And it makes for what is, so far in my experience, a pretty fun category. Oh, really, Rakesh? That's cool. You already ate dinner, but you also kind of want pizza wings. I mean, are you hungry? Yeah, dinner, meal names have no meaning to me anymore. I eat at wildly different parts of the day, depending on the day and what I'm feeling like. Separate, I can't help you with that one. Plug your nose, I guess. I hope it's in person too. I will not be surprised either way if AG2Q is in person or not in person. I really do hope that it is in person, but it's still too early to tell. Who knows what 6 months from now is going to look like? Well, I guess 7, technically. Well, a little more than 6. What's up, Whiskey Cat? How messed up is my sleep schedule? I mean, I feel like my sleep schedule isn't messed up at all, because I'm, like, going to bed at a fairly consistent time and waking up at a fairly consistent time. But I mean, that fairly consistent time is after the sun goes up. So... I don't know, does that qualify? I feel like a sleep schedule isn't actually messed up unless you're, like, having to wake up earlier than you need to, or if it's, like, erratic. I don't know, if you have a consistent sleep schedule that works for your schedule, it's fine. Which is what mine is. Looking forward to touching my hair. Yo, let's go with the pizza. Really, Zebs? Okay. I haven't been paying super close attention to it, but... What are your choices, though, Guild? What am I, Butter? No, Butter's the one with the variable sleep schedule. But... yeah, that's fair, Kaz. Exactly, what Josh said. I've actually lately been sleeping almost, not every night, but almost exclusively when the sun is up. Yeah, what's up, Kaneko? Cooper Bro's theme is pretty hype. Yeah, I have a very degenerate sleep schedule, but I wouldn't say it's messed up. That's a good way to put it. So that's about how your sleep schedule is? Nice. Yo, my stream like actually fits super well with I feel like my stream probably fits super well with your schedule, dude. Yo, what's up, Morph? Thank you for the good luck. Yeah, I'm actually doing a run, no practice run this time. I have splits and everything. If I make a mistake, I have to actually back it up. Although I didn't make any mistakes. I didn't back anything up with the practice run yesterday either. Even though I could have. For over 14 hours? Oh my god. Well, I hope you're feeling rested, doo-doo. Oh, the class. Okay. If those are my choices, I usually end up going with Domino's myself. But... yeah, too bad we cut it off before the bridge, Kaneko. Oh, yo, Senix and I on the same page. Half nocturnal. Takes you back to world record pace, at least until you start moving. Just doing the trick again. Hey, at least most of the tricks are. Sometimes the backup is like, oh, you have to do all of this other setup to get everything fixed again. But yeah, for the most part in Pave, it's just try again. Hey, I'm down for that. I'm down for that, Josh. You have a bone to pick with Domino's? Oh no, what's going on with Domino's? Man, I had a feeling you would say that, doo-doo. I feel like anytime you sleep for that long, that's actually the result. It's not that you don't end up feeling well rested, you just feel more tired. I was hoping. I had a bit of hope for you, but it was dashed. Oh, I didn't even know Domino's had potato wedges, but okay. Fair enough. Sour cream and sweet chili sauce. Oh, wait, they've taken it away and are charging you an extra. Wait, how can they do both? Oh, the sour cream, just the sour cream. Dude, what? They're giving you less and charging you more for it? That's a bunch of garbage. A bone is justifiable to be picked, IMO. I mean, I guess probably better to have your own sour cream then. I don't know. Email and tweet them right now. Alright, did not, in fact, accidentally do the tutorial, so that's good. Only one more tutorial to avoid. But no, that's actually garbage. What the heck? I mean, I'd kind of understand bumping up the price, because, like, you know, inflation exists. They're also giving you less. By still ordering their food but not ordering potato wedges. That'll show them. Where it barely tickles. That'll show that billion-dollar corporation. I assume. What's up, Lennon? Yeah, it's like when you blow up a balloon. It's basically the same thing. Fair. Yeah, the pizza has been unchanged to my knowledge. Plus you can do, there's always like the 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas for, was it $6.99? Which is like a better deal than you can get at almost any other chain pizza's place, as far as I'm aware. Alright, I don't remember the last time that I had KFC. No particular reason, just, well, I guess there is a reason. I don't even know where the nearest KFC to me is. There's probably one somewhere, but I could not tell you where it is. And explode that? I know, right? It's very delicate. And then, like, whenever it does inflate too much and explode, that's like when the 2008 housing market collapsed. That's the same thing. That was a literal balloon popping because it inflated too much. I hate how accurate that is. That was supposed to be stupid, and it actually ended up being a not horrible analogy. I mean, yeah, that's a pretty good guess. Yeah, Carpenter or Washington, one of those two. Or Washington. Did I say Carpenter? I don't know what I said. Washington or Carpenter, probably. Not a lot in Michigan? Yeah, I guess so. Oh, 4 regular fries. They got rid of the potato wedges for regular fries. Dang. Unfortunate. Also, hi, Cloud. What's up, Alley French? Fuzzies. They do be going down in a second. Chicken Express. Is that like... Is that even in the US? I've never heard of Chicken Express. Dang. I mean, if he's gonna go to 4, I'd rather him start with it than end with it. Am I the GOAT of speedrunning? That would be quite the claim. I don't know. I like to think I'm okay. Okay, we're on pace for the worst possible RNG. Yo, Panda Express kind of fire, not gonna lie. Okay, actually not that bad. Nope, trees are stupid. Who is this they you're speaking of, Lennon? I do not know who that is, but maybe they are. Always further than everything else. Dang. I keep almost forgetting to split, and then remembering right in time. They claim... That's what I've heard. I mean, I have no reason not to believe them, Cloud. I mean, most American Chinese places, like... Isn't American Chinese just in general a very... Like, it's actually American. Like, I think it was mostly made by Chinese immigrants, so it's, like, authentic in that it's from people who are from China, but it's not like what you would get in China. But it do be delicious. You like? I like their orange chicken more than anywhere else I've had orange chicken too. Yeah, big agree. Very American. Okay, yeah. I know for a fact that the fortune cookies aren't actually a Chinese thing, but are there places in China that you can get American Chinese food? And if so, what do they call them? So that's kind of hilarious. If that's a thing, that's kind of hilarious. Oh my god, that was close. Komodo in Miami. Well, if I'm ever in Miami, I'm craving some Japanese food. I guess I know where to go. Oh, really, Nick? See, actually, Actually, I don't even know if I've had authentic Mexican food. Maybe I have, I don't know. If I did, it was a really long time ago. Oh, it's only in Texas? Okay, so it's only like a southern thing. That explains why I've never heard of it. Because I've always lived like in the like upper northeast Midwest area of the US. I live in Michigan. As of right now. Can't even tell if it was once an animal. Oh my god. Give me those nuggets. No, not emo. Yo, what's up, Jammy? Have I ever replaced the sticks in my controllers? No, I've never done that. They never even heard of burritos? But burritos are delicious. They were missing out. Alright, I'm gonna probably go back to waiting there. I like it better. Nice. That's pretty good. Another bone you're picking? Wait, they replaced it? Really? Okay, Josh, I literally today, right before stream, got McDonald's nuggets. I got some McNuggets with sweet and sour sauce. I didn't notice the difference though. Has that change propagated to the US? Or is that just like a New Zealand thing? Connecticut, noise. I'm okay not doing that, Lennon. I prefer to enjoy my pig paste without being able to see what it used to look like. I did not get the BTS meal, no, I'm sorry. I mean, it's also possible that I just don't get it often enough, so maybe I just didn't notice the difference. Oh, I'm supposed to split for vomit. According to my splits. Is that a necessary split? Probably rather split for the pit, actually. I'll leave that one skipped. Anyway. You're angrier. Fair. Alright, so this is Pal Block, and then Shell Toss. Yo, Nick, thank you for the Prime sub for 2 months in a row. Month 2. Welcome back to the Rookery. Is this salvageable? Or do I just start over? I don't even know what I would do. It did work, but my experience is the problem. That's a pretty major mistake to make right at the beginning. That might be a reset. Like, how am I supposed to handle this fight? I guess I do this. I was supposed to use that on this fight. That fight was supposed to be a PAL block, but I went up 1 instead of up 2. I swear I hit it twice, but I guess I didn't. What's up, Lyriker? Like, it's not, I'm not worried about going slow. I'm worried about the whole route being, because experience is very tightly routed, generally speaking. Probably should have done nothing there. Oh. I mean, I'm not gonna level up here, but I don't know, like, we literally, if everything goes perfectly, I literally finish the final Bowser fight, or the hallway Bowser fight with 99 experience. So, Do you still find them delicious? So I have 2 experience. If that's the right amount of experience, I'll keep going. I might have to check my VOD from yesterday real quick, though. When do I have time to do that? I don't know if there's any more cutscenes for a bit. Alright, so 2 after the pit. Glitch-wise, it would take a while to list. We do a lot of glitches. Like this category actually does a whole bunch of glitches. Just nothing that skips entire chapters. Like even Blue House Skip is still in it. We just don't do it until after chapter 4. Yeah, star points from right after I finish the pit. What? What does that even mean? Any close to major glitches? I mean Blue House Skip. I should probably remove the no major glitches tag. I don't know if that's misleading to have on. It's the closest tag that exists. But an Eminem song? Oh, I don't know Eminem like at all. I don't listen to like any rap. Oh, wait, I'm gonna have an extra PAL block now. Oh, I could have used that in the last fight. What am I doing? Yeah, the one I level up on. How much experience do I have after leveling up there? Because I leveled up on the same fight. That is correct, Allie. 5. So I'm actually short experience. Interesting. I mean, I guess yeah, there's another enemy that I didn't kill. That being short experience, you know what? We'll see what happens. We'll keep going. We'll take things as they come. And also, I did not say I was from Detroit. I said I was from Michigan. You're back to being clueless. Oh no. Well, if you have any questions, Josh, I am happy to explain. I look like a rap man. That's strange. You will pester me frequently. Looking forward to it. You know Eminem. Doesn't everyone know everybody in Michigan? Stop and swap considered major. I mean, that skips every chapter in the game, so I'm gonna say yes. What? Don't say stuff like that. Glower is cool. Glower do be a good friend. Does it really skip it? I mean, you go from prologue to the end. I would say yes, it skips it. I'd say that qualifies. After doing some stuff. And it makes you so happy. Oh, really? That's funny. I'm trying to think of a place where I can use this extra PAL block that I have now. Probably not going to be useful anywhere. Sag. Alright, I'll have to keep an eye on my like experience just to make sure that I'm gonna level up where I expect to level up. If I wanted to be really specific, I could probably go like kill a Goomba or 2 or something, but eh. Oh, did they really, Josh? Yeah, that makes sense to sue for. Yeah, like murder the Goombas. Banger alert, by the way. Sorry. It'd be that way, though. It really do be that way. And this is faster than yesterday, too. I think, by a little bit. Even with that fright jar fail. Well, it wasn't a fright jar fail. Actually, all the I kind of wish that the fright jar had failed on one of the enemies, because then my experience probably would have been closer to right. But no such luck. We get to see how things go. So my next level up won't actually be until the Pokies. It should be the second Pokey in Chapter 2, theoretically. I'm trying, dank books. I'm trying. Chapter 3? What's wrong with Chapter 3? Being all negative. I know, crazy, right, Nick? Just right, Lennon. Yo, let's go get. What kind of pizza did you get? They all suck. Dang, why are you watching a Paper Mario stream if all the chapters suck? Oh, right. There we go. Dude, I just assume that everybody is kidding like that, Nick, until they make it abundantly clear that they're not. Makes life so much more enjoyable, I'd say. Because you're really high on edibles right now. Dang. Some we do love prologue, dank bucks. Pepperoni and sausage, nice. Classic. Classic couple different meats. You like to see it. Alright, I think this is a good place to start it. I think in general, this is just a good place to start it. Let's do some Preds. Different from the Sunshine Preds by a bit. You get to guess what the bad shop is gonna be. 4 different choices, and you get to pick 3 of them and which order they'll be in. And if you, so I'm not gonna use, I'm gonna keep the result, probably whatever the results for Sunshine Preds are, what I'm gonna use for VIP for next month. But the month after will probably be Pate Preds. So consider this practice for next month. Not that there's literally any skill involved in it whatsoever. Also, yeah. Okay, coins were nice to me. I can't believe I encountered that Goomba. What the heck? You have a 1 in 24 chance of getting it perfectly correct. If I remember correctly, the way I have points set up, I think you have a greater than a 50% chance of getting some amount of points. I think. Like, at least 1. Did I say 100? Wait, what? 1 in 24. Wait, what? I didn't? Oh, okay. I was like, wait, hold up. I didn't say that, did I? Oh, the runaway percent. Oh, okay. I did get away, so. I wasn't sure with the PAL. I was pretty sure with the PAL block that would still be at the top of my inventory, but I wasn't 100% sure. No, there's if you have the bar to 100%, it is impossible to fail the runaway. Actually impossible. All right, last call for Preds. It's actually pretty rare to fail a runaway, even if you don't have it at 100%, if you're like close. All right, what we got? 75% chance the Speedy Spin is here. And Preds are up. Nice. 1, 2, 3. Dang, Diana, you had to change. Feels bad. So I should stick with your one guess. Then you can't beat yourself up for picking a different, for changing it. Got some G Fuel. I do be sipping on. And I only do the first one. Yo, not second try either. Classic first run. Classic any paper run, actually. Yo, the world record is 9th try. No one's ever taken more than 9 tries. We're getting there. Ah, okay. 3rd try. So that's like 40 plus seconds long. It's 40 to 50. I forget exactly. Oh, the second one was nice. All right, so what did I say it was? 1, 2, 3? Yeah, it was 1, 2, 3. We will find out in a second. I answer it whenever I go on the train. Okay, what we got? Did anybody get it? Yo, you did get it. Let's go, Ernie. Congratulations. Oh, also, that's a gift sub. I always did for Preds. I gift a sub to anybody who got it exactly right. So, I think I'm going to keep it here, too. I think I'm probably going to do the same thing where it's like... Oh, no, the way that I always did it, because it's more likely to win pay Preds than it was Sunshine Preds, is like, I gift a sub if you don't have one, but if you do, I don't gift to anybody. Well, welcome back to the Rookery for 2 months, Ernie. Congrats on the Preds win. Yo, what's up, Slasher? I'm playing the Pape. I mean, did I say hi, Moldov? I legit don't remember if I said hi to you earlier. What does subbing mean? Subbing, so a tier 1 sub costs $5 US. And basically what it does is it gets you access to use my emotes that I have anywhere on, anywhere on Twitch. And then it also means you'll never see any ads on my channel, like no pre-rolls or if I run ads. And then like you get a little badge next to your name and stuff. It do be pretty cool. And also helps me continue the full-time content creator dream. Supporting the streamer and all that. Run more ads. I already run way more ads than I used to. I refuse to run ads like in the middle of a run though. Unless Twitch, there was a brief period where it seemed like Twitch was considering like requiring creators to run ads or they'd run them for us. Although that seems to not be happening, but if it was, I was gonna like design a live split plugin so that you could like automatically run ads based on where you were in your run. I do make money on ads. Not anywhere near... Where am I going? I do not need to do early seed early. Nowhere near what I should be, but I do make some money on ads, yeah. Yo, Monkey, thank you for gifting 5 subs to the chat. Thank you for gifting subs to Pixelated, Atomic Chicken, Egg Roll Buddy, Voo GMD, and Help I Am on Fire. Welcome back to the Rookery, everybody. A kiss on the cheek. Kiss on the cheek may or may not be included. Probably after dinner, fair enough. Batteries sold separately. How's that going though, Monkey? Oh yeah, that's right, more channel points. I forgot about that. And I'm trying to like get caught up on chat, but I keep like, okay, hang on. Alright, I can scroll down now. Yum yum sauce? I don't think I've ever had yum yum sauce. How's it gonna start? Blundo? What's Blundo? Calabasas with me, Rigby, and Glower. That is an awfully specific set of people. Oh my god, Josh. Lewd. All right. No. Slow. Oh, 100% blindfolded? No, thank you. That sounds no good. Oh, the sweet sauce they give you at hibachi restaurants? Oh, okay, okay. I know what it is then. Never had it outside that context, though. All the glods. Yo, I would really appreciate if you would stop ragging on Glower, Allie. Oh wait, I thought that was the one. Wait, oh, homie. Okay, okay. Okay. No, that doesn't sound like fun to me. Glower's just a god at this game in general. He's good at like every facet of it, including and arguably most importantly, at having a good mentality for it. It might not seem like that watching his streams, but have you seen anyone else grind as long and as hard for the RNG that he has? Yeah, Cooper Skip. Glower's the only one who's ever done Cooper Skip. Which is absolutely insane that a human pulled that off at all. Whole bunch of blind frame perfect jumps with very specific angles. Like, he spent days grinding to get that trick one time. Cooper's, yeah, it's a trick where you end up doing like LZS jumps around. So there's like the room where you use Cooper to hit the switch in Pleasant Path, and it like makes a bridge appear. So the back of that loading zone doesn't have a wall, and so you can do LZS jumps out the back of it, and then you have to like maneuver out of bounds and do, yeah, a whole bunch of frame perfect precise angle jumps to get the whole way around. It's absolutely bonkers. Glower is a sandwich. Why is Glower a sandwich? Yeah, it's pretty insane. And yeah, it lets you skip Cooper at any percent, because that's the only point in any percent where you absolutely need him. And then you have to do some other like difficult stuff to get the letters without Cooper, but none of it's as hard as Cooper Skip itself. No, Nintendo does not pay Glower. Or any other content creator that I'm aware of. Oh, Hoagie. Oh, I get it now. Can you play Paper Mario for... Oh, like TTYD? I mean, I could. I don't have any intent to in the near future. I've done a glitchless run of TTYD. $100K per run. Star pieces. Oh no. Yeah, what's up, Odyssey? How you doing? Please give him more. Oh my god. my split button somewhere more convenient. I don't have my pedal set up. That's what I used to use for pape splitting. So, you know, if you'd ever want to grind it, I did one run and it was admittedly pretty fun. But I don't know, like the big problem with TTYD for me, and runners say they get used to it, but like I don't want to have to mash text constantly, you know? I like holding B for my text. Yo, what's up, Vince? How you doing? Thank you for the good luck. Hope you've been well. Hi, Prack. Does my chat know about my project? You mean like the practice run? Or is there another project that I'm unaware of that you'd be referring to? Am I even JCog? I mean, for a while there, I was just using the auto splitter. Yeah, they know about it. I did a whole video yesterday, Prack, that I have uploaded to YouTube. I haven't set it to go live yet. But I did a whole video yesterday on like introducing all the different features and like an introduction to it and stuff. But yes, they are very, they are very aware of it. Cloud. Oh my god. I do play on N64, yeah. Doing well, glad to hear it, Odyssey. All right, let's see if I can actually hit this first strike this time. It seems like it might be better to just like stand directly underneath this. Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. So that's a mistake that I made yesterday. Okay, I hope I still level up. I'm short experience because I'm dumb. And messed up earlier and used my fright jar where I wasn't supposed to. So hopefully I level up on this next pokey. If not, things are gonna be interesting. Well, that's not what I wanted. Okay, maybe it's better to go up for this room. Do I have a practice code to practice this room? Because this is another one that could use it for sure. I think so. Honestly, I think that this category has more merit as a main category than reverse all cards. And I say that as the world record holder in reverse all cards on N64. The practice run, yes, Pratt gave me emotional support. I did not level up there. This might still be fine. Because I'm one experience short. We might be okay. Oh wait, no, I'm supposed to level up here. Alright, I'm done. Left pokey, right pokey. No, I was supposed to level up before. Well, this is gonna be an adventure. When's putting it on the extension board? I mean, I'm not opposed. I don't even know how it ended up on the main leaderboard anyway. It wasn't me. Not trying to throw anyone under the bus, but let's go, Gilb. I hope it's good. The O stands for off route. Oh, I'm dumb. This isn't all cards. That's a weird mistake to make. No hacking. I can't hack. This is a vanilla cart. I don't know how I would hack it. Cart tilt, maybe. You got the pepperoni and sausage. Yeah, I'm allowed, basically, more or less, we're allowed to skip whatever we want as long as we don't skip past an entire chapter or getting a partner. But yeah, exclamation point NMSB if you haven't seen it yet. 11. I got you, Gilb. I got you. What's up, Royus? Oh, let's go. That's good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's awesome. Maybe it's somebody there. I live with 3 different cats, but none of them are actually mine. maybe one day that'll change. Well, none of those cats will ever be mine, but you know what I mean. Making them a requirement. So it's like, oh, how can we ban bow skip? Well, skipping partners is a major sequence break, right? You can't do that. You are required. Although that being said, the fights that are done in optimal all cards are still optimal, even if you have bow. So I'm just saying. If someone actually wanted to really push this category, it can still be made awful. Yes. Michigan is still part of the United States and thus what still celebrates Independence Day. Yo, what's up, Mason? Wait, was Cats here? Did I miss Cats? Oh wait, no, you were. Oh. No wait, I don't know. Oh, you're just saying that because Cats. I get it. I don't feel bad for whoever does it because whoever does it did it to themselves. I feel bad for everyone else who has to then do it to compete. Yo, no politics, Ellie. Where am I going? Thank you. Yeah. When's the last time I checked? Well, to be fair, I haven't checked in a while. Not specifically. I actually have bump it out. The Princess of the Mushroom Kingdom. Is Super Mario Bros. 3 the only Nintendo game where we actually see a king of the Mushroom Kingdom? I can't think of any other time that there's an actual king. It's always just the princess. That is true. Bowser has been trying. Oh, maybe Toadsworth? I don't know. Alright, that was a little far. Alright, should be good. I have Power Jump and I have Speed Spin, which is are the only two badges I need right now. But Chapter 6. A matriarchy? Wait, what's a matriarchy? I mean, if Princess Peach is the princess, then by definition, there's someone like one of her parents are still alive and ruling, right? Like, I don't know monarchies that well, but I thought that the existence of a princess, like if she was not the princess, if she had living parents, if she had dead parents, wouldn't she automatically be dead? Or no, queen, not dead. Very different. Brain hard. Oh, really? I did not know that. All right. Well, I take it back then. It's where you feel safe. What's up, the loon? How you doing? Can't you eat dinner in peace? Where is King Toadstool? I mean, we do know that he exists from Super Mario Bros. 3. Oh my god. It did. Sometimes words are hard though, Josh. I think this is actually slow. Is that slower than yesterday? I can't remember. Oh well, it's the first run. Who cares? Time for Metal Gear Peach. Oh, Mario is king. Wait. That means that Princess Peach is his daughter. I don't like that. I'm just that good, Sart. Yo, the Bean Kingdom, though. There's actually a queen and a prince at that one. Yo, glad you're doing well, Loon. And I've been well too. What's up, AWOL? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. The only named character who does not make fun of Luigi at some point in the game. Really? I didn't know that, but that makes sense. That checks out with the different personalities. Yeah, what's up, Dr. Konevsky? A specific noble / aristocratic title. That is that word that my brain doesn't want to pronounce right now. Associated with next in line to a kingdom. The monarch of a domain was classically as prince. Interesting. Today I learned. Yo, what's up, Melanie? Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, I have no idea. I've never actually played Super Mario Bros. 3. I just know that you see a king in it. I assumed it was the king of the Mushroom Kingdom. The Prince Philip. Okay. Well, monarchies are weird then. In my defense, there aren't that many of them these days. At least not in places where I would be going personally. True, true. Exclamation point tattle, Jcog. There's no monarchy here. This is purely a dictatorship. No, I want to be called... Wait, hold up. Yeah, but like, is there really a monarchy in the UK though? I mean, there is, but like, is there really? And also you're naming some, but like, I don't know, I've never been to any of those places. Why do I hate Europe? Are there actually that many in the EU? How many of them actually have power? Are they like, how many of them are similar to the UK? Where it's like, they more have them technically, but... None. Okay, well I feel a little more validated then. Or wait, none are like the UK or none of them have power? More like a, okay, more like a formality. Got it, got it. Define power. Can actually change laws and stuff. I guess. More powerful than the rest of the government, I guess. Things happen when they declare them. Very few absolute monarchies. Oh, that... You know, I would believe it, but I did not know that. Supreme Leader Jacob. There we go. But hey, I say something here and it goes. Current absolute monarchies. I know there's not none of them, but... Still some power. Fair. Alright, what am I forgetting something? Kind of feel like I am. Don't really know what it would be, though. No, not really. I got the seed. Oh god. Hidden Thunder Rage, Seed, Fervor Forest, Peril from Clubba. Yeah, okay. Extreme lack of tea. could actually go for some tea. I hope my JCog Smile mug gets here soon so I can eat it from my JCog Smile mug that is on sale if you type in ! merch. That doesn't work as well without an actual mug to go with it. Did I say eat tea? Maybe. 2 people said it, so probably. All right, I'm eating tea now. It's canon. just take the tea bag and just start munching. You like your tea crunchy? Yeah, I'm eating the mug itself, actually. The whole mug. I don't know why I waited there. Crouchy. Give the crouch. You really like her? Oh, fair, Josh. Honestly, fair. I honestly may have just said that beats. It wouldn't be the strangest thing I've said. Nick. Imagine. Can I go over the whole forest without an encounter? That'd be nice. I keep forgetting that did I miss something in my notes? Oh, I did miss something, writing something in my notes. No wonder I got confused yesterday. I missed a left one. I think. Maybe. I don't know. I know what to do, but I was just like, because I was like, I knew what to do, and my notes were saying something else, and it was weird. That's why I got confused here yesterday. Oh my god, can you imagine, Josh? I should get a green screen one of these days and just green screen in my normal background. Nobody would know it was different, but then it actually would be fake. But it would look exactly the same. What's up, Spyro? The King's birthday is a national holiday in the Netherlands. Interesting. Do they get off work? No, my cover. Please do. I'll have to get a green screen first. I don't have one. Honestly, it would be nice. I've been thinking about. I've been thinking I might like for 16:9 streams doing like a green screen instead of the layout that I have right now. I don't know. 16:9 is so difficult to make a good layout for. 4:3 you have just like space built in. So. Hey, let's go, Spyro. Did I say 69? What? Why did I say 69? Am I? Can I words? Oh, 16:9. Oh. Okay, second try, not bad. I mean, it does. I don't dislike it. Okay, I'm glad. I'm starting to go insane. You guys could, at this point, you guys could say that I said almost anything and I'd probably believe it. In a dramatic moment, swap the background. But no, I like my 16:9 layout, but I don't know. Honestly, I've been thinking about trying to switch it up. I've been using this layout. This August will be 2 years with more or less the same layout with no changes. I don't want to switch it up for the sake of it, but I also still like what I have right now, so it's like interesting. I don't know. Oh, they do get off work for it? I mean, that's kind of cool. I said 16:9, which sounds like 69 if I say it fast. Yo, good RNG. Less good RNG, but still pretty good. Did I say 420? It is. No, don't worry, don't worry. Lots of people have made that realization from time to time. You're only the most recent. But there have been people, I'm pretty sure there have been people who were around for longer than you have by the time they realized it, I think. The weed number got him. Okay, actually got stair jumps good there. Those stair jumps are like oh wait, I didn't get the thing yet. They're like deceptively hard. It's like if you don't get the timing exactly right, they're super slow. But if you do get it right, they're pretty fast. You feel better. You're no longer the most recent to realize it, Josh. That was short-lived. Yeah, new gamble list. Wait, did you do one? You didn't do one right now, did you? Oh wait, nice. What's up, Audio Blood? Do I wanna know the answer, Audio? I'm scared. I'm scared. For knowing, yes. A penguin waddles across the background, yes. Blooper skip. Oh, I was like, how do you do blooper skip? That's not a trick. But then I remembered that TTYD is a game that exists. I mean, yeah, that's 2 frame perfect 60 FPS jumps, right? Oh, that is a link. What's that a link to? Google Ad Services. All right, we got bow, which is required by the category. No skipping. Skipping bow is banned. You're good. I was wondering, though. I figured that wasn't what you meant. That looks like one of the ads you get if you try and copy something that looks like it's a... I don't know, some kind of, like, redirect link or something. Yeah, first frame we need to control. I've done that glitch before, but it's been a while. I was just messing around. Yo, Sleepy, thank you for the tier 2 sub for 21 months in a row. Playing the game you found me from. How's it going, dude? That's exactly what it was. Nice. Oh, okay, I don't always, but sometimes I forget to go up there. Yo, Sable Centaur, thank you for the host. What's up, everybody? And I'm gonna save here just because. First real run, don't want to completely heck things up quite yet. Repel gel is for cheaters. Well, I guess I'm a cheater then, but that's well established. I don't know why. Oh, no, going up there is correct. But how's it going, Centaur? What were you streaming tonight? Dang it, why is this club so stupid? Here, let me move closer so you can hit me. Oh yeah, no, I would not, I wouldn't use a program for it. Yeah, no, I'm too much of a stickler for quality. I'm not going to use a green screen unless it looks really good. I am of the opinion that a green screen is not worth using unless you can make it look really good. Like, if you start seeing fuzzy edges, I'm like, yeah, nah. I mean, if it was, it's probably fine for, like, conference calls and stuff like that, because I know people use it for that stuff. But, like, for a stream, where this is what I do full-time now, yeah, I want that to look good. Or a green tint on the person, yeah. That stuff stands out to me so hard. Okay. Bow do be pretty cool. Yeah, give me a blue tint. The green tint that Bianco puts on my face is already like a little bit annoying to me whenever I'm playing Sunshine. Nice spin. Oh my god, how did I make that? Best at warming the bench? Not quite. We designed this category in a way specifically to make sure that we can't skip bow. Yo, what's up, Lopez? Thank you for the good luck. I appreciate it. Man, give me that blue tint. Blue is pretty sick. I would consider it a good color. Oh yeah, that spike cycle is actually tight. It's not that hard if you've practiced it, but like it's tighter than it looks. You haven't seen the ad bot yet tonight? I don't know. I never see it. Because I have it hidden, because it takes up too much space on my screen. That could be spent with chat messages to read. Has anyone seen Mazerbot tonight? What's up, Lexi? Oh, you've seen it? Okay. Smile and wave to the scam bot. Maybe he got scared of you, Moldov. Yeah, clean spins and like good jumps too. But yeah, deceptively difficult. The cycle skip in TTYD. Wait, are you talking about the equivalent spike room? Because I know that one's like different than the one in that one actually remembers if you make it to the end, so you have to use Vivian to get back out too. I didn't know it was possible to skip that, if that's what you're talking about. I thought you needed Vivian for that. You big beautiful boy. Your big beautiful club, alright? Don't think too hard about that one. Equivalent spike room, okay. No swag jump. I thought that was gonna be too far to the left, but it wasn't. Yo, weren't we just talking about the backslashes when you trying to hit enter yesterday? Tubba's good. Also, we get to hear this song, which is one of my favorite songs, potentially my favorite song in the game. Definitely one of my favorites, at least. Yeah, you're safe. Nice. I guess the walk there wasn't that bad, but... It is a banger. Get your JCOG bangers in the chat if you have it. It isn't in the game? Wait, it's not in the game or it's not in the run? Are you talking about the Sun Tower song or something? Oh, like a TAS only jump? What the heck? Okay. Explains why I've never seen it done. So I guess it'll be relevant in the 100% TAS. Not in this game. I am confusion. Lucky for you, Cloud. That is one of the emotes that I am getting Butter to animate for me. Oh, English Bowser. Oh, sorry, I missed that one. My bad. Yeah, that's gonna be really cool audio. Has he finished? I haven't watched this stream in a while. Has he finished the walkthrough of the route? I think he's usually streaming when I am. Or whenever he's streaming, I usually am too, I think. Except for Friday. Yeah, because he does like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday evening schedule, right? What's up, 1211? Really took a hit on it, yeah? Really? Rude. Oh, he took last week off, okay. Yeah, he recently finished college and got a job, and so now has a more stable schedule and decided to go with to make an actual schedule. But this was within the last like month or two, so like it's recent. My old job. Ah, yes, my old. Actually, that'd be kind of funny. But no, he didn't. Oh, there's a good chance, audio. Yeah, there's a pretty good chance I'd play that. It's looking pretty good. No ETA for anything with it? Okay. Yeah, what did I say? It's been a while since I've mentioned this. I do actually have animated emotes in the works. No promises on a time frame for it. But, what were the emotes that was... Oh, wait, this is BP. Oh, wait, and then card. Okay. The emotes that I was going to get animated are JCOG Yeet, JCOG Sweat, JCOG High, JCOG Dab, and JCOG Banger. Those are the 5 that I'm getting animated. And then that'll open up 5 tier 1 slots, which I'm going to move tier 2 emotes down from. So basically it'll be like 5 new emotes for tier 1s. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those tier 2 slots yet. Get to it eventually. No, I've already talked with it about Butter. So it's just like, you know, animated emotes are harder to make, and also he's newer to it. But no, I'm gonna get rid of JCoggers as a sub emote. That one's really not very relevant outside my stream anyway. So it's like, I'm fine just having that one as a BTTB emote. Also, I forgot a badge equip, but it's fine. As long as I do it after. It was being kind of cringe. Well, I mean, yeah, 10 emotes, but 5 of them are like, I guess they're new because they're animated, but like they're still the same emotions, you know? They're like new version, shiny. Yeah. And Dab is not tier 1, true, but isn't there also, oh yeah, I guess that's only opening up 4 tier 1 slot. Okay, good point. Good call. So I'll only be able to move down 4. But I will still have 5 new slots. It's just one of those new slots is, I guess, going to be tier 2. But yeah, you are correct. Yeah. Well, so, yeah. Thanks, Lexi. You as well. The Fae golds, though, these are 100% real golds. Because it's my first run. Yeah, animated emotes are open to all tiers, correct. But like, partners have 5 animated emote slots in addition to all the slots we had before. So like, since I'm replacing old emotes with animated versions, the slots where they were open back up, and I can put other stuff there. Oh, forgotten badge equip. Oh. Well, you know, that was less than perfect anyway. I got bad RNG on the heart, so it's fine. You just want to use the emote. Chat and... Oh, okay. The Steam... Oh god, I forgot there was even a Steam sale. I haven't even looked. Nice. That was beautiful. Beautiful equip. Alright, I'm gonna save again, just cause. Oh, Bug Fables is on the Steam sale? Well, go everybody that doesn't own Bug Fables, buy Bug Fables. And if you do own Bug Fables, consider buying it again. Smile. Not actually, but. Oh, 80. I was gonna say 8% would not have been enough for me. Yeah, that's because Streamlabs Streamlabs has yet to update their thing, their chat widget for animated Twitch emotes so far. They already had BTTV animated emotes working. I actually tweeted at them to ask, like, hey, this is like a thing that's coming, right? And they said yes. So, no time frame though. Not magically gone. Sad. Smile and wave at the scam bot. Oh yeah, there you go, watermelon. Yeah, same. I can't wait to get my physical copy too. Got the collector's edition, so got a lot coming for that for me personally. I was getting added to Xbox Game Pass. That's really cool. His little unused butt off. Oh my god. Man, my personal role, I'm honestly not even looking at the Steam sale because my personal role for new games that I have recently implemented is unless I'm about to play it like right that second, or well, once it downloads, I guess, I'm not buying any new games because in the past year or two, I have bought way too many games because they were on sale and never played them. And I'm tired of spending money on that. Like, no, if I'm not about to play it. Come on. What? Okay, could have been a little bit better. That wasn't bad. Alright, early train. That's how I get into chapter 4 really quickly. What's up, Foxtrotting along? I do be cheating again. Yeah, chapter 4 is where things start getting interesting. Because, like, you start seeing some glitches you've never seen before. You know, that aren't in any other categories. But then you buy them anyway. But you already saw Bazaar Skip? I guess there's Bazaar Skip too. There's 3 notable tricks that are in this category that aren't in any other ones. And the third one I am about to do in like 10 seconds. Chapter 4 is pretty good. I do like chapter 4. To play multiple video games? Yeah, speedrunning is nice for that, I guess. Alright, gourmet guy skip. You just kinda... Oh wait, that was too far. Line up here. Then pray that the game is nice to you. How long will it take for the game to be nice to me? This is just like a really precise position you have to get into. So, it's very finicky. Come on. Come on. One day. One day we'll make it. God, I got this like second try yesterday. In my practice run. Come on. Feels like RNG, but it's technically not. There we go. There, that's gourmet guy skip. That was really slow though. What's up, Kyubi? I do run this game. Crazy, right? Very fun and fair trick. Very fun and fair and skill based. Nice spin cancel. It's okay, I got the swag hammer. I saved all my time back. I don't think so. Yeah, very good and consistent. The chat is there. I know, I actually have splits. Crazy, right? And my splits have pictures for once. I don't know, it's hard to do pictures for Sunshine splits, but this game is nice because there are actual sprites you can use. But I hope you're doing well, Minnie. Yeah, my night's going well so far. Oh yeah, it'd be easy for Celeste too. They are cute, I agree. Excuse me, to make these splits, basically what I did is I just took my glitchless splits and then I just deleted a couple splits and changed the name and cleared the times. That was literally all I did. All right, heart block. Save in case I get double 4-capped. And I already have a Volt Trim, so don't need to grab that. Oh, let's go. Got the cycle. Oh, that was clean. Honestly, yeah, glitchless. Glitchless is probably closest. What's up, Brain? But, like, unironically, though. Dude, I was so confused, Start, for a second there, because I thought you were talking about how, I stopped using the practice ROM because the practice ROM is called FP. I was like, I guess. Nice 4-cap. Very nice. Wait, I have a life shroom. So I guess I'm fine even if I get double 4-capped. I just have to minute peril. One gourmet guy. Oh yeah, an electro pop. Oh wait, no wait, I split on a lot. Okay, that works then. I really need to plug my pedal back in. It's only not plugged in because I was out of USB ports and needed the port for something else. I don't even remember what. And I just haven't used my pedal in forever. I need to get a USB hub. I actually don't have one. The only reason I was able to make what I have work right now is because one of my monitors has a bunch of USB ports in the back. The Glock. I think it's technically faster to drop down there and go around, but Pyro guy, monk ass. Endangered, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to talk about, you know what I'm actually don't want to talk about is how many power strips I have lying around to plug in everything that I need for my setup. It's probably a fire hazard. I mean, I'm not like plugging power strips into power strips or anything, but like I also feel like saying it's safe. It's probably inaccurate. Yo, thanks for the raid, General Guy. Of every USB port populated, right? I'm sorry, Rain. It's okay, I can plug one in. I could plug one in just for you. I mean, I guess they have surge protectors, so. Maybe it's more safe than other stuff? I don't even know. An infinite power right there, actually. Pretty sure that's how that works. From one outlet. But just never turn it all on at the same time. Wait, I guess that works. Maybe. I don't know. About power cords, not... Wait, is Technology Connections... I think I've seen that channel before. I don't know how I would describe it. What was the last thing? Something just got recommended to me from them that I just watched, if it's who I'm thinking of. What was it? I can't remember. Oh well. Very informative videos, though. I like. Safer there? I mean, I guess it's things run at a lower frequency. Does that make it safer? I don't know. I see. See, I switched from computer engineering to computer science because AC circuits made my brain hurt. So, probably not a good person to be deciding whether or not something like that is safe. Oh, is it a higher voltage? Resistance builds up. I guess that makes sense. Nearly twice, oh geez. That is a lot. No, not the lightning. Lightning loses 3 seconds. Over a bomb. Oh, but we got a bomb. Let's go. Wait, fast lightning saves a frame? Wait, what is that? I don't know about this. What makes it fast? We do be at the boss. Don't look away for too much longer. We're about to be in the volcano. Here in like... Well, I have to bake a cake, but after that. Hey, what... Oh, wait, how much... I don't know how much experience I have. I would like to know. They have the same wattage requirements. Interesting. Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, I will have beaten the game, well, maybe a little more than an hour and a half from now, but... Maybe a little more, but... Oh! Oh my god. I didn't realize that because, like, lightning actually does lose time there. It's roughly, I think it's different depending on if it's the first or second one for some reason. But lightning actually does lose about 3 seconds over a bomb on that boss, so I thought you were being serious. Wait, is that a gold time save split? Okay, okay. So many golds today. Alright, cake. Not a soap cake. Lennon sets a reminder in his phone for a year from now. Oh, that... Okay, gotcha, Sleepy, gotcha. So it's the smallest amount of time that you can save in a Celeste run using in-game time. Makes sense. Where am I going? Cake! Oh my god. I literally said out loud, cake. Oh yeah, happy birthday again, Lexi. Alright, well this is fun. So a good cake split is a little less than 420, so I'll know exactly how much that lost me. Doing blindfolded again. It's not that big of a deal. Plus it's a first run, so like, you know, as long as I don't mess up the cake or something stupid. I'm always worried I'm gonna get caught right there. Ace does, dude. Oh, Rain. Yeah, wait, have you been around, Rain, whenever I've said that the metronome that I use for Ace has exactly 420 milliseconds between each beat? I didn't do that intentionally, but whenever I realized it was possible, I tried to make it work, and it did. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It probably will still be a gold, though. That is true. Yeah, this is your birthday cake, Lexi. Am I going to do another run after? I don't know what I'll do after. Probably not another run of this. Wait, why is 500 a better number? Do tell. Try not to beat the game before you get back. Well, don't go too slow then. Yeah, there are threads now. It's like a newish. Well, I guess it's not even really that new anymore. Feature on Twitch. I never pay attention to them though. I mean, I don't really have to as a streamer though. They're more for other people, more for viewers talking to each other. Well, that's easy. 54. Cool. Yeah, that's what I see in Chatty Guild. I just see people adding themselves or responding to themselves. It still shows the reply, but it looks like a reply to someone replying to themselves. But I've since figured out that's not what it means. Peach like threw the strawberries over. Oh, that grab though. Oh, wait, yeah. Okay, so I lost like 30 plus seconds. Yeah, I lost over 30 seconds. Sick. What was that, like 40? Yeah, they might be over a year old, true. Yeah, Discord, I don't know how they did it, but Discord somehow managed to do replies in like the perfect way. I love Discord replies. Still a gold. Still glad. Nice, that's awesome, Lexi. I'm glad you had a good birthday. Or having a good birthday. Yeah, that's what I do, Start. It's the perfect time. Whenever I do glitchless, I also split on the same time. For Gourmet Guy. Whenever you give him the cake from what's her face? I wanted to say Zesty, but that's TTYD. They do. I'd like to think they're comfy. But yeah, so this is where I was saying earlier. This is where we do BHS. Alright, I should level up on Blooper. Honestly, experience might work itself out. I really hope it does. Tasty, that's the one. Thank you. Either you or your grandma, one of the two. Alright, and I have the Dizzy Dow that I didn't have yesterday, so. Sick. Dude. Mario, jump in the house. Just do it. Oh my god. Washed. I'm jumping early every time. There we go. That took forever. I'm washed, dude. 100 VHS run. I attempted one of those one time. Then my hand started hurting around 60. I did not finish the run, and I never attempted one again. Nor do I ever attempt to. Just do the frame-perfect jump, Mario. Just do it, forehead. Why'd I go back? I snap back. Just close my eyes. Jcog wash. Honestly, Jcog wash wouldn't be a bad idea. Be like the penguin drowning or something. Oh, I just read that. The what's it called? The soap cake split. All right, please level up. Good. FB. Okay, I wasn't sure. Oh, or an elderly penguin. That's true. I guess I'm thinking of ZFG's wash. ZFG's the only one I know of with a washed emote, and it's like Link drowning. Or showering. He's just getting clean. Oh, or Flood. Flood would be funny. That's okay. Penguin is... Spelling is hard. Just like English is hard. Yeah, let's go get sushi and Power Quake. I like jumping up there. I used to do it all the time, then I stopped. I don't know why. Gets you around the yellow Yoshi every time. Sometimes the yellow Yoshi is really annoying. They're nostalgic for you? Honestly, kind of same. Oh, Cobble Hammer. Oh, we skip it once. Man, that Shy Guy bullying Colorado whenever I was trying to make a version of Raft Skip. I was trying to make a version of Raft Skip in the trainer that like made sure Colorado was always there, and the Shy Guy kept not appearing and then crashing whenever Colorado would try and talk to you. And I was like, why is this happening? And it turns out that happens because the way that the game gets rid of that Shy Guy is it actually like considers it an enemy that you kill. Like it runs the command to kill an enemy in the overworld, and so you have to like clear his enemy defeated flag, basically. Yeah, that seemed a little low. Yeah, I don't know why I hammered. Oh, yeah, saw that coming. I fell way too early. Man, that's why I don't never try and do that quite that quickly. Let's try that again. But this time not like being an Omega Speedy Boy. Just be like a regular Speedy Boy. Oh, that felt weird. Okay. I always take the time to make sure I'm behind that bush. But I stopped doing that. Yeah, you can skip triggers, you just can't like go backwards. Which is why, so basically I can't come trigger chapter 5 and then go back to a previous chapter and use that to beat like chapter 2 faster like we do on all cards or something. But we can skip forward. Hey, let's go, Lennon. Still small jumps. Better than no jumps, though. Wow. Actually washed. Yeah, I thought so. And it helps nerf BHS a little bit. But even in this category, BHS is still pretty... Still skims a lot. Time to finally follow. Oh my god, that guy almost got me. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I remember you saying something to Tanya about like having like a really small screen or something. So you try and keep it so you could you're only following like just a handful of people, right? Is Ace allowed? I'm gonna say if regular Ace is ever discovered in this game, I am going to be heavily arguing for Ace to be banned in every category other than any percent because it trivializes every category. As fun as it is, as cool as it is to show off. Campaigning. Campaigning is the word that I wanted to use. Allow Ace for all categories. Actually, one thing that I do want to do, and I've kind of been holding off, waiting for hopefully Ace to come to Pape without OOT. As soon as Ace without OOT is a thing, I'm going to try and do an all cards run with Ace, just because I think that would be pretty cool. Like kind of how Seth Bling did a run of Super Mario World. What was it? 13? What was it? 11 exit? Is that the name of the category? But he did it with Ace. And so he just like set it up so he went into every level and then just immediately beat each individual level. You down to help write that payload? Okay. Yeah, once that's a thing. I want to wait. I don't want to do it now. I don't want OOT to be part of it. But if that ever does become a thing, just find Ace forehead. No, I'm not doing the... Oh my god. That's harder than it should be, I feel like. Oh wait. Oh wait, no, it's that. Okay. What's up, Muno? Munu? Yeah, right? Is he still doing stuff? Like, the video I just mentioned is, like, super old. You have to scroll to see all their statuses. Yeah, that's... yeah. Oh, Redstone videos? Okay, I've only seen the stuff that he's done on, like, speedrunning and Ace, which isn't that much stuff, but... it's a bit. I just ousted some other guy from top 5. Yo, let's go. 80% no Ace? Yeah, yeah. And now you're finding it yourself. A true character arc. Oh no, I died. Just execute the code arbitrarily. Yeah, kind of cool. Honestly, kind of cool. Nice. Making me... that's another 5/4 cap. That's 2 that I've gotten today. That one's a little more likely, though, than the heart. Yeah, I mean, if that's the first that you even found out that Ace was, like, a thing, would kind of make sense. I could see it. And this is another one of those fights that's been around forever, and it just hasn't been improved, because it can't be. It's just too good. With the resources that you have, basically. Like, the glitchless fight is faster, but you also have ice power. Wait, could we get ice power? You don't have ultra rank partners here, though. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not to say that there can't be a faster fight. It's just hard to find. It could be the fastest fight, though. Accounting for... I mean, it's not the fastest fight if you account for, like, literally anything you could have in the game. But fastest accounting for the time to get other resources. It does go crazy, it really does. The difference between volts and amps, oh boy, yeah, that is a hard question to answer that I don't even fully remember, to be honest. I don't even remember the technical definition. God, I haven't taken When was that physics class? I think I took that physics class in 2014, 2015? It's been a while. Yeah, there is, yeah, hopefully, I'm assuming What Start Link is a good resource for it, because I would not be able to explain it well, or even at all right now, because I don't remember. Yeah, there you go. What's up, Tamani? It is hard, I agree. Wait, what do you need to know it for, Diana? That's not Bombette. Oh my god. Please. That's a dumb place to lose time. Time save for next round. What? Still haven't added that one on BTTP. Oh, I missed the Lennon asked a question. Writing a thing for your practice jumps, you know why you're failing your jumps. Yeah, I mean, if you can figure out how to write that. I would recommend looking into, there's a certain state variable that Mario has. That would be, I plan on, like, if I end up writing an LZS trainer, I intend to use that variable. Actually, probably what I'll do is I'll just look up, so Devin wrote a script for automatic LZSing, and I'll probably just reverse engineer that. I had it, like, kind of reverse engineered in my head at one point, but I haven't looked at it in a long time. Yeah, not latency. Yeah, it's often that is something I remember. It's often compared to, like water flowing through pipes of different sizes. Yeah, like water pressure and flow, right? Yeah. Frame walking? Wait, I hear frame walking and I think SM64. Just not the right analogy. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. It's Mistar. Well, it was. Okay, it was SM64, yeah. Yeah, that's literally how frame walking works. Just go from full to neutral every other frame. Yeah, there was that controversy. Simply actually had a really good video on it. Yeah, it would basically be like the same thing as if I was to use my RAFnet to map, like, say, the Y button or something to full left on the analog stick for spooks. Because, like, that would be really good for mashing. Actually, if you go back and search my name in the Pape Discord, I think that was one of the first things that I posted, was asking about doing that. I mean, I was asking about it with the assumption that it would be banned, but I wanted to make sure. Rank choice voting do be goated. Yeah, they did it in a good way, I would agree. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, because I was trying to cheat right off the bat. No, really what that means is one of the first things that I ever tried to do whenever I started Paper Mario speedrunning was get rid of Spook, which really speaks to how bad Spook is. And I stand by that. Over 3 years later, and I still stand by that one. Alright, chapter 5. No, chapter 6. Alright, Jammin' and then 5 moves. Okay. Well, Jammin' and the seed, and then 5 moves. Spook, yeah. Yeah, Spook destroys joysticks. Not as bad as Mario Party 1, but... I'll just do analog frame walks. Easy. Yeah, I mean, if you can do analog frame walks, go for it. What's up, Deloro Salt? Yeah. Thank you for the good luck. I appreciate it. But yeah, that's the explanation. It's more or less do as many skips as you want within chapters, but don't skip entire chapters. Is like a TLDR for how it works. I am the ace guy. That's me. I'm okay being known by that. I also know how to play the rest of the game, believe it or not. It's so fun. It's so sad, but so funny more. It's okay though. It's funny now because we don't have to do that route anymore. Oh wait. Sick. Hey, excuse me. I'll have you know, I am at least passable at the first 8 minutes of Ocarina of Time. Yeah, that's how it was. That's how glitchless used to be. Glitchless Spook was a staple of glitchless until roughly March 2018. And that's whenever the popularity of glitchless kind of exploded. And getting a sub 4 no longer gave you a top 10 time automatically once the hurricane route was introduced by Rob Dog. Time for the best chapter. I think you're a little behind, audio. Or ahead, actually, maybe. Maybe you're in the future. Chapter 7 isn't for a little bit. Kappa. Can be taken out of context. Oh boy. Honestly, I'm surprised that confusion doesn't come up more often. That was a late split, but whatever. It's not even a very good split to have, but like, minty. It's okay. I don't ban people for having incorrect opinions, Yord, so you're safe. Oh yeah, what's that, Sleepy? Chapter 6 sucks and Chapter 7 is great. You know? Fair. Wait, does Chapter 6 suck? Which one is Chapter 6 in Celeste? Isn't that the one where you get double jump at the very end? I liked that one casually. Yard. Oh, 6B sucks. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I like that level. And it's the one that has the boss at the... Yeah, that level is amazing, casually. Up 4, that's weird. I guess it should be down 3, but... Because it involves a fright jar. It does involve that is true. Oh, really? See, I didn't feel like I had that problem. I don't know. It's not optimal for your world record level. Unfortunate. Are there any categories, like an extension category or anything, that bans doing B-sides? Oh, what the? I didn't know he'd be right there. Oh, well. Oh, what? Bro. Please, just... Thank you. Oh, it is on the main boards. Okay. Well, that's nice. Oh, you have to do core? Oh, well, that ruins it. When's any percent, but only the fun levels? You know, that actually works out really well. I was supposed to first strike him, but I straight up wasn't trying to. But I did anyway. Amazing. It is an A-side. It does make sense. Alright, I should level up on the next fight. Oh, well. Still have that extra PAL block, I forgot about that. Oh, no core yet? Okay. Alright, level up BP. Good. How much would do if you hit the action command? Wait, what? I assume you mean how much would it do if you hit the action command, but I don't know What contact? Oh, Quake Hammer. Oh, it would add 4 to it, I think. So I think that would do 10. And the moles have 12 HP, so. I went so far away right there. No, you're good. Your time is in the 30s. Oh, easy. Just get a worse PB sleeping. Alright, don't forget the dizzy dial this time. And I've already kind of got the route memorized. That's a good sign. Not fully, but there's been very few things that I've actually had to look up in the route, and some of them I was just confirming. I don't think there's been anything where I was like, ah yes, this is what I do, and then I was just wrong. I don't think anyway. Oh, right. Actually have to say yes. Man, I wish more categories had the like pie jump tier paracarry to get the gem and jelly in that room. I think only Hundo does it, if I'm not mistaken. Why would I switch to sushi there? I guess I'm used to going from sushi to paracarry here later, but... Swim through the vines, yep. Alright, I can mash A for dizzy dial up ahead. That's nice. So much backtracking. At least there's a central hub. It's not like Chapter 4 in TTYD where you just are going back and forth between the same 2 places. Chapters, I'm not a fan of Chapter 6, but it's not like it's the worst thing ever. And it's still like hard to optimize, so there's skill in it and stuff. Let's go. Good RNG. Wait, what's considered out of bounds? I forget. I probably literally just said it, but... Sun tower skip. Well... Oh, that shouldn't be out of bounds. Is that out of bounds ever? I wouldn't think so. I could be wrong, but... I would have thought that it was allowed in glitchless. But if it is going out of bounds, then yeah. No. Dang it. Hello? Yo, thanks, controller. Good time to... Actually, I mean, if it was gonna disconnect. I don't know why it did there, but... Dude, what the... Stop it! Stop it! What are you doing? Oh my god. Amazing. But yo, what's up, GameCube? How you doing? Nice. Alright, I'm gonna actually remember to do the proper movement on the way back out here. Ideally, unlike yesterday. Imagine hitting the A button. Oh, they couldn't decide? Oh, okay. I must have missed that conversation. Glass is just glitchless. If nobody said it yet. Yeah, there it is. He moves out of the way for you every time. Shoutouts to Random Sauce for that movement. My tasty synced. Yeah, I've actually got macros working in FP already, believe it or not. Yo, what's up, Jesse? Oh god. Well, I'm sure you will do great. Alright. Waterstone. I guess it would be more accurate to name that like place Waterstone or something. Oh well. But I know what it means, which is the most important thing. I can already tell I'm getting better, like, muscle memory from different movement and stuff is already starting to come back. Yo, what's up, Castle? Thank you for the good luck. Yo, how'd the 602 go yesterday? Hey, leftovers are good. Yeah, this is my first real run. I'm playing not on the practice ROM. I have splits open and I'm playing Paper Mario. Weird world we live in. What's up? I missed an Amazy Daisy. I mean, they're not that rare in this game. Okay, I just need one Bubbleberry. I could I'll grab the second Bubbleberry for backup, but I don't need it, strictly speaking. And I do need to jump in the spikes. Hey, let's go. Oh, 2010? That's sick, actually. That's a really good time, isn't it? Not isn't it? That is a really good time. It got really hot. Yeah, it seems to be the running theme across the world these days. So I believe... Oh, 2410. Oh, okay, okay. Still good. But not, like, close to world record. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, doesn't Oddme have... Isn't that, like, 13 minutes off Oddme's time or something? What a coincidence. More like, okay, Z-Daisy, got him. Oh, really, AWOL? Nice. Yeah, in this game it's easier to farm Amazy Daisies because you can actually tell if they're Amazy before you go into battle. Would have been nice if TTYD did that too, but oh well. Would have been first in the race, okay. Yo, top step though? I didn't get it yesterday. I haven't gotten it in a while, actually. Oh, close. He was spinning for it. Oh, really? I didn't know that. All right, I will start making sure to go higher up then. Wait, when you say higher up, does that like mean above the log or just like closer to the log, but still below it? Also, I need to put on power jump. Okay, okay, I got it. I will do that then. What's up, Omega? 2010? That was a while ago. Nice quick jump. Wait, don't block. It's good. It's good so far. No skipping. Right. 5 out of sight, jump. Yeah, I don't... 2010, I was a sophomore in high school. Oh, Monado got top 20? Okay, I haven't had a chance to talk to him about it yet. I went to sleep before he finished, so... What's up, Cobra? No worries, dude. No worries. You got 11th? Nice. People be doing well. How many people participated this time? Dang it. In the 602. $50-ish? Okay. That's a pretty good turnout too. Dang it. Did everybody finish by any chance? $30 people done so far. Oh, are some people still going? I guess that makes sense. Lots of quits. Okay. Not entirely surprising. Oh, that's actually a new record? Okay. So it's just getting more popular. What's up, haha? Lots of quitters. I mean, to be fair, it's a long category, and some people probably don't realize just how difficult it's going to be. And bite off a little more than they can chew. Yeah, I was gonna say, that still seems pretty good for a category that demanding. Like, I personally have no intention of ever doing it. Oh, that was not right movement, but whatever. Hey for those, Cobra. You almost quit at 64, oh no. Well, good thing you didn't. Oh wow, it's so far down. Hey, okay, getting the good RNG this time. Getting ready for... Oh, right, I forgot that Rick and Morty was actually airing again. You should know what you're... I mean, you should, but like, at the same time, like, even so, I'm sure even some people who practiced and like did the individual games don't realize just how much different it's going to be to do them all at once, you know? Like, I wouldn't be able to do one right now. Certainly not. The hottest day of the year. Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah, it's like, it's definitely been hotter a couple weeks ago for me, but... Dang, that... Jeez. Man, I miss like a week ago. A week ago, it was so nice outside. I'll see you soon. Rip. Big rip. It'll ever be a thing. I mean, paper-thons have been done before. But I don't know, the issue is finding enough people that are interested in doing the other, like, all the Paper Mario games. But yeah, no, doing those three. Yeah, it's definitely, I'm pretty sure it's been done before, just those three. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, and Origami King start. Don't forget about Origami King. In Arizona, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've been talking about it for a while. But he also kind of burned himself out on Paper Mario, so... Which, if you play it, you do TTYD 100% runs for that long. Kind of makes sense. Alright, I'm gonna save. Not trying to not be able to finish because Huff decided to 3-cap me. Fair enough, Castle, fair enough. If like the big event, which is currently the 602, was actually a 360, I would consider learning 64 and Galaxy just to be able to do that. But Galaxy 2 as well, nah, that's too much for me. Because Sunshine's the only one of those 4 games that I actually have any desire to run. You know, evidenced by the fact that I run Sunshine. But 3, I have... Actually, since I've come back, I've only been 3-capped on Lava Piranha, which literally doesn't matter. But... Oh my god. It's a lot easier when you can see. I do, Lexi. I do. Yeah, I mean, if it gets bigger eventually, then maybe. You won't. 3-cat me, you won't. Was that Huff or was that Chapter 8 Junior? I can't remember. 3 times in a row? What? That's just funny, though. At least you don't have to be upset about that, because Lava Piranha. You're just like, okay, well, I'll do it 4 next turn. Well, I guess maybe in phase... Could it be an issue in phase 1? Yeah, early. Fudge. Why did I do that? Whatever. Just extra skydive, okay. So it's just like mildly annoying. Alright, no 4-cap. Or no 3. Well, no 4-cap or 3-cap. More importantly. Yeah, like I'm not even saying like Galaxy 2 is, I'm not saying it's bad or anything. It's just so long. It's literally like half of the 602. Which means that Galaxy games in total are like, what, 3/4 of the run or something? If not more. Which is less than ideal for me. So gladly, yeah, I mean, it's good that you're best at the, your best game of those games is the one that takes the longest. Say it again. So wait, what did I say? I'm pretty sure people have done that to Tanya, but I mean, you know, it's already hard enough to get people to do the 602. Yeah. I mean, like, if you're like okay at Sunshine and SM64, like you can get like a 4-hour 120 time, and then like I don't know a 2-hour, probably a 2 hours a little bit better than a 4-hour. 2 hour. Okay, but say like, yeah, 6 hours if you're not even that great at those 2 games, but... I shouldn't say not that great, but like, that's not what I mean. A nightmare to watch? Dang. The North Face. Hey, this shirt was a gift start. Although it actually was, and it's super comfy. My sub goal is 225, now it's 450. Twice as huge. Yeah, I was wondering, well, I guess I'm at 309. That's not like crazy and below my sub goal. I've never seen a 3D World run either. I have no idea what they're like. But now I'm huge. Is worst to best. Oh, okay. So you're like, this, everything gets easier the longer you play because you're playing games that you're better at. Did he run it a couple times? I don't know. That I don't know. No, it was a gift from my mom. I have another one that's red that I never wear on stream. Red legitimately clashes with my layout. Yeah, the one where you become it's the one that I played casually not too long ago. Actually, the last casual game that I played on stream. Unless you count, like, OOT Rando, but... I don't remember if he did runs of it or not. It's the one that recently came out on Switch. Along with Bowser's Fury. Better pacing between stars. Okay. Yeah, no, SM64 definitely has speed going in its favor. For sure. When's Banjo-Tooie? That one's on the list somewhere. It's not very high up. There's definitely a lot of other games that I want to play before that one. Wow, this is a long split. I might want to add something in the middle. Nothing until Enter Palace. Like, I did have a Monstar split in my glitchless splits, but that's not really relevant here. Yeah. I mean, aren't the green stars technically faster? So then, like, earlier stars would be more than 3 minutes and later ones are quicker. And aren't people who are good at that game, can't they get like 9-hour times or something? Makes it even worse, yeah. Man, the green stars. Whenever I played Galaxy 2 casually, where am I going? Whenever I played Galaxy 2 casually, I got like 2 green stars and I was like, yeah, this isn't fun, I'm done. And I never got any more. Right about 9 hours, okay. Sunshine. I legit couldn't play Sunshine casually. I don't know what I would do. Like, what makes some platformers fun casually is like trying to figure out how to... I shouldn't be going this way. Oh well, it works. Actually, is this faster? This might be faster. I don't know. I should time it. Which I can do with the practice round. Actually, that might be faster. It's close either way. Yeah, we did, but I didn't come this way last time. I did BHS with Lackey before. But it's okay, there's a timer in the practice round. I can actually time it. Free timing video. Oh my god. And being a very annoying gatekeeper about the addition of long run. Yeah. It's like there's nothing wrong with it being a long run. If you like a run that's that long, that's perfectly fine. There's nothing inherently wrong with a run being that much time. But by no stretch of the imagination is 9 hours not a long run. Like if it's longer than, I don't know exactly where the line is, but if it's longer than a typical workday, yeah, that's long. What's up, Calamar? BHS is not banned, actually. No individual trick is banned, is actually banned. Only their effects. So we do BHS, but we don't do it until after beating Chapter 4. Of 3 hours being a long run? Okay, that's where it starts getting a little bit more subjective. Because, like, 3 hours to me, it doesn't really feel like a long run, but 3 hours to a lot of people is a long run. So, like, that one I'll definitely concede that it's, like... You know? There is some ambiguity to it. But... That's like allowing BLJ in 70 stars. I mean, this category isn't called no major glitches, it's called no major sequence breaks. So it doesn't matter how you do things. The goal of the category is to prevent skipping large portions of the game. Yo, Willow with the tier 3 sub for 17 months. News regarding my robot. Oh boy. Do tell. For having a meeting for 3 hours? No, thank you. Castle. OCD, not amusement. Right. Oh, what's up, STN? 2 hours isn't a long run. I mean, I don't think it is, but a lot of people do, and I'm not gonna tell them that they're wrong. Finalized and assembled. Oh boy. It's a little bit of software side. Okay. Oh boy. About to be have ping pong balls chucked at my head. I may be looking forward to it. We'll see. What would be a good split time for this? Because I feel like I want to split between Chapter 6 and Enter Palace. Probably like Enter Shiver Mountain or something like that. It'd be like whenever you dive under the collision where the snowmen are. There do be a lot of purple names right now. True. Okay, and I'm gonna save for safety. There will come a point where I am not saving. That is not on my first run. For the murder, we actually skipped that part, Jesse. Why did I not do Sushi Glitch? We actually skip getting accused of murder. And we skip straight to the part where we prove our innocence. Oh, Willow, thank you for gifting a tier 3 sub to Titania. Titania, welcome back to the Rookery for an entire year. Ultra Boots are good, but I feel like that's kind of early. And plus at that point, you haven't really done anything. Oh, I need to update the bot to include world record for this category. Actually, I have no idea what it is. No, that's not SRC's fault. That's my fault. Don't do that. Oh, is it actually empty? Oh. Well, if I submit this then, automatic world record. Either way. Even if it wasn't empty, my bot wouldn't show anything. Okay, best of luck then, Jesse. The preset Chapter 7 stuff than actual Chapter 7 stuff? I mean, yes, but that's not how I would look at it personally. Like, all you've done is some basic movement. I like to generally... This doesn't hold true in 100% of cases, but general rule of thumb, I like to have splits separate either like major points of RNG or like major points of like tricks, I guess. So like this split has both like all the Sushi Glitch stuff and Ice Staircase skip. But even then, I guess that doesn't really... What am I doing? I don't know. This is just an awkward split. I mean, it's not even that long. Maybe Junior. Actually, Junior might be good. Easier to split on for sure. Doesn't really solve what I just said though. But I mean, I guess it solves getting. It separates getting Sushi Glitch at least, which is sometimes more annoying than it would make sense to be. Just don't put golf balls. I did not intend to. I actually value my life. We are talking about the robot. And I relied 100% on muscle memory for that partner swap because as I did it, I was like, oh god, what am I doing? And the right thing happened. But no thanks to me. No, it's not a secret. I've known about it ever since it's been an idea. Let's go. That's pretty good. But regular memory also good, right? Okay. Major points of entropy. Yeah, there you go. It wasn't. Your sounds from your stream means you're streaming and someone should perform a wellness check. Oh my god. Junior, there's like 2 minutes. Yeah. It's just 12 minutes. This seems like such a long split time. But like so much of that split is like doing nothing and then suddenly you're doing so much. you know? It's a hard one to break up. And it all comes down to personal preference. Only splits that actually matter are the first and last one. Sart. Yo, new name color for Sart. I was confused. I legit thought you were somebody else for a second, Sart. I was confused. Yo, what's up, fams? Yeah, that's Mirror Clip. Unfortunately, can't get back the other way. Otherwise, we could skip grabbing the blue key. You can if you're a TAS, but... And supposedly there is a way to clip back through that's only ever been done once, and there's no video proof. And normally, I wouldn't believe a claim like that. But the claim comes from Sock Folder, and Rob Dog also corroborates the claim. So, like that's the you know, there's some names to throw around for believing stuff. But that was from that was years ago, so it's still never been recreated. What's up, El Ponce de Leon? Many bombettes. Luckily, it's the same one every time. I think so, Sleepy, yeah. Sockfolder was dude. Sockfolder is like a legend in every game community. He's the one who found the original setup. Like, he didn't find BHS, but he's the one who found the original setup to make BHS not awful. Because before, people just randomly jumped at the house and prayed that it would work. Yeah, no, Sockfolder is a setup finding legend. Also found, you know, the original setup for Canonless. He found up the original setup for Flagpole glitch in 1.1, like all that stuff. Who found BHS? That would be Bone Crusher. He still has the original video of him finding it on his YouTube from whenever that was. Oh god, what am I supposed to... I forget this fight. Oh god. Untimed Power Quick Part 1. Duh. And I should level up here. Okay, so it seems like, so far, it seems like that small amount of experience that was short hasn't mattered yet, which is nice. Alright, is this FP? Yeah. Alright, and then... My notes say Shooting Star, but I don't have another Shooting Star. I must have written something down wrong. Oh, I do have a Shooting Star. Why didn't I have it yesterday? That's the weirder thing then, actually. I don't know. Well, they're Duplighosts. So Dupless is actually a Duplighost, but he's just the only one in TTYD. Because you feel like people forget who you are? Oh no. No, people will remember, but they'll also notice that you changed your name color. If you think that would reduce its credibility. No, I want it to be found. With video proof. Oh, yeah. I forget who that was, Sard. I know who you're talking about, though. Or at least I know of the dude. Actually, I didn't know that he'd done stuff for Spyro, too. I don't know why I kept jumping. That original one was good. You only know Duelist. What's up, Lunavici? Duplighosts are cool. They're also annoying to deal with in speedruns because they have 15 HP, which is the most of any normal enemy in the game that at least that we fight in speedruns. Yo, what's up, Duck? How you doing? Trust in the notes. Well, I trusted them yesterday, and then there was no start. There was no item in my inventory, and so I assumed the same thing would happen today. Do some paper. Oh, yo, were we able to like help them figure out where to go and stuff? Awesome summoning. Oh, okay, okay. I'll probably check that out then. Do I like me some good speedrunning YouTube content? Fuzzipede? Fuzzipede's pretty good. Oh, okay. How far in were they? Bit of drawing, probably some lurking. All right, well, best of luck with the drawing and the lurking. I guess you don't really need luck to lurk, but you know. Oh, in Bowser's Castle. Oh, okay. It's kind of a shame how linear Bowser's Castle is. And the only non-linear part of it we already have a skip for. Oh, okay, so they just got the insta-kill. I think it's like a 10% chance to get, actually, what's 0.6 to the 4th power? That's the chances of getting, 4 duplicate ghosts. Because it's a 60-40 chance of transform, not transform. %? Okay, okay, I was close then. Yeah, I don't know what my favorite enemy would be. Kill him. I'm doing well. I'm just playing some speedrunning some Paper Mario, doing my first actual non-stop and swap speedrun in a while. All right, let's not forget to do a badge equip this time. I forget what the badge equip is though. No. Okay, that was a really bad equip, but I got the right badges this time. Yesterday I forgot the equip and had to do some like, I had to figure out a backup strat on the fly. It worked, but I had to figure it out. And it cost me my life stream. Yeah, there's the enemies in this game are pretty cool. Cool and unique and stuff. Also, banger. All the Chapter 7 music is great, but... Shy Guys, yeah, it's kind of cheating. A little bit. Just a little bit. Actually, just a little bit, not meaning, but... I mean, my raid sound is literally the Shy Guys from this game, so... Whoa, he almost killed me. Rude. Okay, I couldn't remember if I needed a 4 or a 5 cap. I did need the 5. And this is a BP upgrade. Good, still level up. But the worst enemies are fuzzies. I don't know about the worst. Their action command is hard to hit, though. Audio. Yeah, definitely agreed, Luna Beachy. But you don't think it's particularly great? Dang. I like it. I'm a fan. Alright. Oh, I was... it doesn't really matter. Actually, I'm gonna save the Power Quake equip for later. Oh, wait, why are the JP ones? I didn't know there was a difference between English and JP for TTYD fuzzies. What's the difference? Being another enemy sound, imagine. Yo, what's up, Poodle? Huff and Puffs, I used to... It's not my favorite anymore, but that one I used to say was my favorite song in the game. It is really good, though. No, for the ice attack. Yeah, that's what, that was the... one of the few things I do remember about my first casual playthrough of this game was that, yeah, Crystal King was the boss that I had the most trouble with, and I think it was mostly because of, yeah, getting frozen and not being able to do anything about it. Because you can't block. Oh, okay, so you can't, like, bait them or anything. They just do their own thing. Interesting. Yeah, the only time you ever actually have to deal with fuzzies in this game. I mean, like, technically in chapter 1, but if you just, like, keep walking in a direction, they won't get you. Or at least spinning. I don't remember for sure if walking is good enough. But at least spinning. And then you have to deal with... Oh, there's the Forever Force. The Forever Force ones kind of suck to avoid. There's, like, semi-consistent movement to avoid it. But it's, like, kind of hard to get just the right angle. Not that hard, but I still mess it up. And then you've got the ones on the beach, which are kind of annoying too if you're trying to like get stuff while they're there. But oh, when you talk to Raphael, oh, so you don't get to hear that one very often. At least when you do get to hear it, it's playing for a while. There we go. That's more or less the movement. I'm really surprised this thing coming up isn't considered story progress. Isn't like controlled by story progress. You'd think it would be nice. That because like how linear it is. But the wrong partner, like right there, nah. Well, I mean, first of all, you have like a million years to correct it because it swaps to the partner you're about to upgrade and then asks, "Are you sure?" But like even if you did, there's another upgrade block, like literally right over here. Like just all the way to the left in this room. Become one of your favorite games? Nice. It's a really, really good game. Dude, the first two Goombas at the start, that's straight up one of the hardest encounters to... It sucks that, like, as a beginner, you have to... That's one of the first rooms you have to learn. Because that's one of the hardest rooms to avoid enemy encounters in IMO. I mean, at least there is consistent movement to do it, but it's, like, fairly tight, especially for a beginner. Alright, my movement here will improve, because that was garbage. As are you, Josh. Yeah, technically there's no leader run submitted to the leaderboard for this yet, so no actual world record. I think M4 got like a 318 or something, though. Still need to relearn this movement. So just doing this, which I don't think is that much slower. Yo, Sushi just hopping by in the background. She's doing her best. Old fins. Alright, let's finish her off. Alright, so I need to equip Power Quake and do the Control Fire. Yeah, I think this is... Yeah. Your proudest oh no, what was it? What did I say? Oh my god. Somebody or what was it that I said last night? So I said something in Bonato's stream last night. Hang on, I took a screenshot of it because I thought it was funny. Oh yeah, so Monato said on stream. Oh wait, was that it? That wasn't out of context. No, it was what Roblox screenshotted. Never mind, and posted in my server. Is it in memes? Yeah, it was in memes. I forget what I said. I was responding to something earlier. I can't remember what it was. But Roblox said in Monato's chat, people have said Monato is the most attractive speedrunner. And then I said, I worry for them. It was about something completely unrelated, but... You died. That's Cooper. For sleepy, being sleepy is a state of being. I imagine. Also, my experience is definitely good because I have literally the minimum that I could have right here and still be on track for level ups. So, well, I could have one less, but actually, what would you normally have here? Did I actually end up with less experience? It's possible. It actually would be likely because I had less experience the whole time. I don't know, being at different amounts of experience can make weird things happen. Qigong Savage. Is he really, Diana? That's funny. I got a kick out of it. You're making it a clip your homepage. Alright, I know I haven't lost any life shrooms, so I definitely still have one. At least one. Great value, Monato. Amazing. Yo, people, Mason, people, I forget if I've told you this before, but people in college used, I'm being lazy about my lackey movement here, but people used to tell me in college that they could, like, pick out my laugh, from, whenever I lived in the dorms, we would keep our door open a lot of the time, because we were, like, being social or something, and people would, like, say they could pick my laugh out specifically from all the way down the hall. Pick it out from a line, I'm okay with it. Also, I laugh after, like, literally every sentence. I'm not gonna do it now, because now I'm thinking about it, because I just said it, but... Oh, wait, that's not... Cool. Well, to be fair, it wasn't to this day and age. It was, God, how long ago was that? That was in, like, 2013. So it was actually, like, 8 years ago. Now the door to my room is closed like 24/7. I think dorm life is essential to college. No. I don't regret living in the dorms because it was like cool to have a built-in group of people to like meet and hang out with, I guess, but it's definitely not essential. Certainly not worth the price that I paid for it. That was bad movement. Alright, a couple things I need to learn. I need to learn better fast flutter move. There's a lot of chapter 8 stuff I need to learn, actually. 1 year from graduating high school. Dang. I was a sophomore in college. Nice. True, Mason, true. I am ancient. I am arguably no longer in my mid-20s. Depending on whenever you would define that to end. What? Lackey? Bro. What was that? Making you feel old, sorry. Yeah, anyone older than me. No, I actually don't feel old, but... Well, see, yeah, I'm 27. Well, that's the thing. I'm like 27 specifically. 28, definitely late 20s. But 27? Maybe? I'm in the first half of 27. Well, technically anything is arguable if you start arguing about it. Mid to late 20s, but which is it? Which one? Not even 20. There you go. First half is 20. Wait, hang on. And first half of 27 is mid, second half is late. You know what? I can probably agree with that. In that case, I am like less than a month away from my late 20s. Yeah, because January 21st is my birthday, so July 21st is the transition date. The body of a 50. The only part of my body that feels older are my knees. What did I say? You can't argue here that arguing is arguable. Doing it right now. By definition, debatable. Boom. Proved. Debate. Get debated. My posture looks good. Okay, literally, Nickel, the reason my posture looks good is because I'm sitting in this chair. This chair straight up makes me sit with good posture, and I love it for that. Without this chair, I'm not sitting with good posture. This is a... It's Secret Labs Omega, I think? Very happy with this chair. Oh, my birthday. Oh. Oh, is a debate an argument? It is if we decide to debate about it. You really want to check it out? But your desk is obnoxiously tall. Oh. I mean, there's different... I think Omega is the one for people like me who are short. There's like a taller version. How much? It was a couple hundred. I don't remember exactly. I bought it a couple years ago. I bought it in like 2019? Late 2018? No, it wasn't late 2018. Or was it? I don't know. It was like 2018, 2019, somewhere around there. Looking down. That's one thing that I do need to do. I actually should go and find a way to make all my monitors go up. Like, you're supposed to have them at eye level, right? Except for one that I do have elevated that, like, whenever I'm doing video editing or anything like that, I'll use it. But the rest of my monitors, like, if I just look straight ahead right now, I'm looking at the top of my monitor. Which is not ideal. 400 to 5. Oh, that was definitely more than I spent for mine. Mine was definitely... I want to say it was like 250, but I can't actually remember. The introduction of factual components in regards to impassioned presentation. Maybe. Actually, I honestly don't know. Maybe that's right. Too crunchy. Interesting. Dang. Yeah. Either way, you're dropping a couple $100 is not a small thing. So I missed the split button. Sick. That's okay. I didn't want to split there anyway. I did. I'm lying. Oh god, no, Mario. Okay. Alright, and I will save in case Junior decides to 3-cap me and make me cry. Although I could probably back it up still, because of live streams. No, that's sad. Yo, what's up, Chip Not Tendo? Your laptop is not in focus at all? Oh, jeez. No, that's... like, I don't know. I've spent literally all day staring at a computer for the last how many years of my life. I'm gonna try and make sure that I don't like completely, my body doesn't completely fall apart. So. I also, 2 jobs ago, the work that I had, like I was in an office, and they actually had like the $350, what are they, what's the brand, Herman Miller or something like that, whatever the really good office chair brand is. I don't know, whatever those chairs were. They were really comfy. They did not make me sit with good posture, but they were really comfy. That for sake. Oh god. Man, they actually did the offices there were so the offices there were actually so nice. We also had desks where you could like it was the ones where you could convert from a standing desk to a sitting desk and vice versa. I would usually like spend most of the day sitting, but then like whenever I'd come back from lunch, then I'd convert it to standing and I'd stay like that for a couple hours. That was what I did. Oh, really, Cloud? Is that what you use? You had that at your last job? Nice. Okay, good. Duplicate. Okay, equip. Unequip Power Quake. Equip Pit Me Down. Good. RNG has been kind this run. Which is why I'm about to get 3-capped. Oh, your current job setup? You don't happen to live in Michigan, do you, Guild? Near me. You feel called out. You never once used it. Dang. I really liked it, though. I really liked it. I wasn't a huge fan of the open office setup that they had, though. But we were at least like where my desks were. My team had the last couple desks all the way at the end of a row next to a window, so it wasn't too bad. Yeah, I'm not I get them, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan of open floor plans. It was nice specifically for like whenever I wanted to like ask questions of like, you know, other people on my team. If I wanted to ask them about stuff, I could literally just turn around and ask them. So that was nice. It did have its perks, but I don't know if I'd say they outweighed the benefits. The downsides. I wouldn't say it outweighed the downsides. Ah, yes, the perks that outweighed the benefits. You wouldn't have shelled out the money for it? Yeah, that's about how I feel. You like them? I mean, yeah, like I said, I definitely can see the appeal. I don't think they're like inherently bad or anything. Okay. Oh, I haven't been hitting any of my splits. Amazing. My brain was just like, splitting? What's that? Golds for next run. Bad for a work. I mean, like, again, I feel like it comes down to preference. What's up, Mouse? Scrums and team building, yeah. For Lullaby RNG. No, there's no timeout here. Hallway is nice in this category. Be nicer if he gave me better RNG, but... Oh, dude, he has 1 HP left. I tried going for the 7 cap. Gotta check all the buzzword boxes. Okay. No Bosket. Feels okay, man. Pepe Coca. Oh, for a school? Well. I just meant it was constantly loud. Yeah. Although... Wait, what would that look like in a school? Actually, now that I think about it. Wouldn't that... Oh, nice. I mean, aren't schools usually just, like, kids sitting at desks in an open classroom? I don't know if it'd make me go to sleep. I think it'd wake me up and then maybe kill me. But I'd be awake first. Oh yeah, maybe multiple classrooms. That. A gym and pool table on site and weekly pizza parties. Do you also have Nerf gun fights? How many of these boxes are we checking? Movable. Oh, I think I know what you mean. Yeah. Partitions. Yeah, I think that's the word. I remember having those in some classrooms, but they were usually closed. So it wasn't that big of a deal. Nice. It's 5 extra. Not even sub 3. This is actually not bad for a first run time. But I mean, I have done other run throughs, so. Okay. So I need literally 1 4-cap in the next phase. Doesn't matter which turn it is. Any 4-cap will guarantee not needing to use my life shroom. They would shoot you with a Nerf gun sometimes. Dude, I actually have somewhere in my room here, I have one of those Nerf guns that are like battery powered. The batteries are probably dead, but it's one of those where you turn it on and you could just like, all you have to do is like pull the trigger and it just keeps shooting. It's really cool. I think that was one of those purchases that I got in high school where it's like, I actually have money now and I can spend it on things. I'm gonna buy a motorized Nerf gun. What did Bowser want of Peach? What did Bowser want of Peach? Probably a relationship. So obviously he kidnapped her. I mean, it's one of... I still have it today, so... Yeah, it's just the normal. This was the first Mario... Well, okay, it wasn't the first. This was... well, no, I can't say that either. This is just a traditional Mario story, I should say. I was gonna say it was the first Mario RPG, and I was like, wait. Super Mario RPG was before this. But that has a very non-standard Mario story. You miss Bitcoin not being a thing. Is it not still a thing? Initiated by kidnapping, obviously. Oh, an odd teacher. He wants all of her Bitcoin. Because people didn't talk about Bitcoin. Yeah, Beauty and the Beast. It's not like Nintendo invented the story. This isn't gonna record it. No, there's no way. Really close though. Record is 7. No, hang on. Let me go see. Let me check the Pape Discord. Nobody's submitted any runs for this, but bunch of Glundo times. Yo, who's actually done runs of this? Yeah, I think the best time is M4's 3:18:47, which I do not believe I'm on pace to beat, but it's not far behind. It is an extremely new run, yeah. That is not inaccurate. Okay. 1 4 cap. And then I can just drop everything at 3. I wonder how much extra damage you would need to, like, skip a turn. Probably a lot. Say hi. Hello, Jamie. What's up, Nelk? How's this different for... So we do lots of glitches, just nothing that skips entire chapters. No individual glitches are banned, only effects from glitches can be banned. That was slow. So, like, we even do BHS in this category, but we don't do it until after beating Chapter 4. Nice. Yeah, you can still do any trick as long as you don't break the rules that the command in my title makes it so. Yeah, BHS stands for Blue House Skip. I might be dead. I'm definitely dead. I was supposed to repel gel that turn. This is a problem. Well, let's see if I can back it up. Okay, so fire. Dang, he's... He's gonna heal, isn't he? No, I don't have close call on, so it couldn't. Repel would be worthless. Yeah, I've just gotta pray that he... I've just gotta pray. That's not what I wanted you to do. Bro. Oh. Come on, why? That 8. So, no. Do I have any? I don't have any more life shrooms, bro. Why are you like this? Alright. Okay, idea. This is really jank. Throw the dusty hammer. I don't think that would do anything. Alright, oh, -3. So now, like, for instance, 5. Dang it, dude. I have such a bad HP for this. What would fire do blocked? Just give me fire and let me block it. And okay. Pausers? I really didn't want you to do that. I should have banked on him doing that, actually. But I really didn't want that to happen right now. I think I'm dead now. Might be able to break out bow again. I need 2 more power bounce 3 caps. Basically. I'll attack with Watt here, though. I might be able to make this work. Because, yeah, this is not going to kill... Man, why don't I have more FP? I have to out of sight here. Right? I have to. I have to pray that, like, that extra Watt damage is going to be enough in that 4 cap. A jump here might kill. It's going to have to. Otherwise, I'm dead. Hey, let's go. The backup's on deck. Don't you ever down my Bowser skills again. god, a 10-minute Bowser split though. Don't you all ever doubt my Bowser skills again. About tax fraud. What's up, Robo-Rev? On the big day. Yeah, the GDQ run next Monday, technically. All right, but this is gonna be like, what, a 3:21, 22, something like that. That's not bad. What's up, Parker? Thank you for the GG. Now we clamping it up. Actually, you don't even need a clamp for this part. Technically, you can like hold B and unplug your controller while you're holding B, and it'll keep B pressed. So if you want a clamp on a budget, there you go. Do it, Robo-Rev. I won't see it. I won't see the raid, but... the poor man's clamp, yeah. Captain Coglini. That's a bad one. How is it a tool, though? You're literally taking something away. You're taking away the controller. There is still Luigi skip, technically. Oh, the clamp is. I thought you meant the lack of clamp that I just explained. No, budget clamping is clamping without a clamp. Because I said clamping on a budget is like just while you're holding B, unplug the controller, and then it'll keep B held. How did I manage that? Skills. I've also fought Bowser a couple times, so. Rubber band on Guitar Hero 3. How else are you going to play the intro to Through the Fire and Flames? Wait, you rescind your... Oh, until Luigi skip. Of course. A couple. You know, as much Guitar Hero as I played back in the day, I never bothered to try and finish Through the Fire and Flames. I got through the beginning before, but that was it. This game was bad. Yo, Rudy. The GGs. Dang, man, it's only 11:33 now. What am I gonna do? I mean, I could definitely do some stop and swap. Really, I probably should. I really probably should just go do some more stop and swap. Oh, actually, excuse me. So tonight, actually, so Calithon is doing a meme-a-thon marathon right now. This isn't until later, but it's at like, I think last I checked, it was scheduled for 2:46 a.m. if I'm not mistaken. So Icewind is going to be doing a Paper Mario any % new game plus run, which is like not even actually a category, I don't think. But basically just like take a save file, give yourself a whole bunch of stuff, all the stuff that you could possibly want, and then go do a run. And it starts from like the save block here. So I'm gonna be doing commentary on that run, along with, I don't know if there's anyone besides me and Ice. But so that's probably who I'll raid at the end of stream. I'm not ending stream yet, but at the end of stream, if anyone's heading out now and you want to see some more Pape, or some more hear my voice or something, I don't know. I will not restart the whole thing and go again. Some more cogs. I guess it's kind of cogtent. What if I played Axiom Verge? What if? Yeah, that fight cost me like 3 minutes or something. It's funny. All because I got rid of Starbeam instead of using my repel gel. You just get mad at Nintendo for that one. Tell them to release Skyward Sword sooner. Not of this, no. Not gonna do another run of this. No, I'm probably gonna do stop and swap practice and or runs for the rest of stream, considering my GDQ run is literally in a week, so I should make sure I'm like super practiced for that. But Stop and Swap is a run, true. You're not wrong. Stop and Swap is not a run? Speedrun.com begs to differ. No, I mean, if the ending phase of stream starts like 2 hours before stream ends, then maybe. Yo, I did the skip. Also, easiest speedy spin equip ever for post Luigi skip. ARA. Frontier sensibilities. Oh, really? Does that mean you have to go back on the grind, Willow? $321.24. We gotta watch the credits too. You're so excited. Oh, really? Yo, J-Man, thank you. The Pope found the ace. Wait. Not a... Oh. Dude, okay, I didn't read Scatcat's message first, Kelsey. I just read the Pope found the ace, and my first thought was, Pope Squidward found ace? What? Oh, and that was world record until now? Oh, God. Well... 10 minutes slower than your average. Well, you know. But hey, 321.24. If everybody had submitted their runs... Actually, has anyone done a run of this besides M4? They're the only one that I see a time posted for in Discord, and there are no runs submitted to SRC, so as far as I'm aware. I don't know. Related to anything. I just go along with whatever people say. Honestly, chat makes the content more than I do. I just respond to chat. I'm lucky enough that people keep talking. Pope Francis, yo. This category is pretty cool. A delicate dance. Or not respond to chat as appropriate, true. Or sometimes. So I do miss chat messages from time to time. If I ignored your message, it may or may not be because I chose to not read it or to not respond to it. But maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Maybe I was just bad at reading. They do have hands, as confirmed by the credits in this game. It is one of the more unsettling things to learn. Also, I beat the game, we get to actually watch the credits, not just see the end screen. A 1 million Speedo discount, very true. No problem, Audio. Thank you for the good luck. You have a good night. Glitchless, but some lots of glitches allowed, actually. Although, considering how many glitches are allowed, it's surprising how much time it doesn't save over glitchless. Like, I mean, if we want to take M4's glitchless record, that's what, 343? I forget. And like, this was my first run, so it's like somewhere between 20 and 30 minutes that it saves. Lexi. You had to do a double take. Nice. Yeah, well, I mean, technically, like, we could still decide, like, hey, let's do a whole bunch of risky stuff. But the category is nowhere near optimized enough to need that, considering, as a concept, it's only... God, we were talking about it... I remember specifically, we started talking about making this category on the day that I got my first COVID shot. COVID vaccine shot, to be clear. I wasn't injected with COVID. But whatever. Actually, I could just... Oh no, I left my cards in my car. I can't look at it right now. That would give me the date. Oh wait, I posted it on Twitter. Hang on. I can figure this out. I can figure out exactly how this category is. Da Big Bird Bazaar. You know, I love that media tweets is a button that you can click on Twitter. It's great. All right, so this has been a category in idea at least since April 24th. So barely over 2 months. And I don't remember when the route was made. But to actually become I mean, well, right now it's just on the category extension board, so like we kind of just do whatever. Some games take their extensions board like really seriously. We really don't. It's just kind of like whatever we feel like. Otherwise, there wouldn't be like to explain to you how seriously we take our category extensions board. We have categories for 1-star piece, 16-star piece, 70-star piece, 120-star piece, and a couple other star piece ones, but that's not important. I don't even think 120-star piece has a submission. There's also no 0-star piece because that doesn't really make sense. But true, free world record for some of them. I think it might be just be 120 that doesn't have a submission. But getting perfect RNG for everything in a run. It depends on the category. Yeah, getting everything perfect, I don't know. But like there's so many variants to routes, even just for any percent. Like I know the route that I am still familiar with for any percent is different than the one that Glory used for his 139, and even different still from the route that he's using now, because there's like an improvement with fighting spike Goombas and stuff. Like stuff changes all the time, so it's like not really worth figuring out. No, other than like the stuff at the end. That stuff is worth figuring out, but you wish some took them less seriously? I mean, it depends. Some of them like some of them even do like a split, like taking them seriously versus not. Well, I don't know if this is like taking it seriously. I like, for instance, what Ocarina of Time does for their category extensions is they have like a bunch of extensions that are like legitimate categories, just like, you know, you can beat OOT in so many different ways that you can't fit them all on the main board, or at least it's cluttered to do so. So they have like those, but then they also have like a memes category, and then they have subcategories for all the different memes, like, you know, your KFC percent, your dank percent, stuff like that. So just immediately do another 100% run. Man, you know, I could if I was going to do runs of a category that I ran in the past that's on the main board, 100% would be the most likely, because I feel like that's the one that would be actually potentially beatable. But yeah, wheat percent, yeah. So KFC percent is the goal of the category is to have Link hold up a chicken that's on fire, or a cucko pocket cucko that's on fire. That's what it is, yeah. I forget how you do it, but yeah, it's pretty funny. And then dank percent is you get Link to do ocarina items on a burning stick, which means he's holding a stick that's like up to his mouth that's lit on the end. Yeah, it was like some discovery. Was it an SRM discovery? I don't know. Something somewhat recent was like a couple years ago was discovered to make it possible, like a year or two ago. It might have been SRM. I can't remember. But yeah. Just order KFC on DoorDash. Convince them to play Pape. Yo, that's perfect. Or the chances are... Oh wait, even something like First Try Speedrun was perfect in Bowser fight. Yeah, their chances already get pretty low. Like in any percent. I think in any percent, even the best route of... well, like even if you go in with 5 life shrooms and you do like a not turn 1 Peach Beam fight, I'm pretty sure the chances of winning are still barely above 50%. It's like 52% or something like that. I figured it out at one point. Not to mention, like, it's even, you know, rarer to finish fast. Well, not even rare, but the chances go down, but... Yeah. But that is the end of the run. I'm not done streaming, but that is the end of the run. Alright, so Stomp and Swap? Pausers? Yeah, that's what's so brutal about... Tavizer doesn't. That's what's so brutal about speedrunning this game at the highest level, is that you have to execute so well throughout the whole thing, and then you get to the end and Bowser's just like, lol, you're dead. Nice try, chump. execute well again next time.